Police Department, Lieutenant Banner. Yes? Yes, all right, we'll get someone on that right away. Thank you. Car 8, go to 512 Mullen Street. A woman claims someone is running on top of her roof. Right. Well, Karen, it's 10:20 on New Year's Eve, and the calls are starting to come in.
I know, Roy, but we have to make the best of it.
Yeah.
Police Department, Sergeant Allstone. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Car 10, head to 411 Benson Street. Resident there states that the tree in her front yard has been toilet papered. 10-4.
By chance, did the last shift fix any coffee?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Roy, any New Year's plans after work?
I'm going to just head back home and just watch some of the specials on TV.
Police Department, Sergeant Allstone. Okay, we'll have someone there soon. Cars 13 and 14, go to Bryant Park. Some boys were seen trying to knock down the 20-foot Santa Claus. I'm going to go home, see my husband, and have a glass of wine.
All right. Police Department, Lieutenant Banner. Okay. We'll get somebody on it. Car 12, go to 157 Stallion Drive. A complaint of loud music next door. That's right. Okay. Well, it's 10 minutes to midnight and the calls have tapered off. Karen, you can go ahead and leave. The midnight shift will be here soon. And Happy New Year.
You have a Happy New Year too, Roy.
Okay. Police Department, Lieutenant Banner. Yes? You think you have a flying saucer that's landed in your backyard? Oh. We all know how popular celebrating New Year's Eve is in the United States. Here is a look at some other countries that ring in the New Year. Trinidad and Tobago. With these two, families gather in one person's yard and drink until sunrise. Fireworks begin at midnight, and music is heard from many houses, bars, nightclubs, and many street parties take place. Venezuela. Radio stations give a countdown and announce the new year. And the bells in the Cathedral of Caracas rings 12 times at midnight, and many families play the national anthem in their homes. In Brazil, a huge fireworks display takes place on Copacabana Beach. In 2017, it was reported that over 3 million people showed up to watch it. Japan. In Japan, New Year's Eve is used to prepare diversified meals to welcome in the New Year's. There is a countdown done by several radio stations, and fireworks are lit up throughout the country. Korea. There are 2 New Year's Eve celebrations in Korea, one for the North and the South. They are Lunar New Year and Solar New Year. The Solar New Year is always celebrated on New Year's Day, while the Lunar New Year celebrating varies. China. In China, the Gregorian New Year is held in major cities. All types of fireworks and music concerts are held. A special light show is held in Shanghai just before midnight strikes. Here are some interesting things that over the years has happened on New Year's Day. In 1862, the first U.S. income tax is introduced. The taxation rates are 3% of incomes over $600 and 5% of incomes over $10,000. In 1892, Ellis Island opens. Millions of immigrants passed through the island before it was closed in 1954. 1896, the world is introduced to X-rays. On New Year's Day, Wilhelm Röntgen announced his discovery. 1902, the Rose Bowl took place in Pasadena. The game between Michigan and Stanford was the first American college football game to be played. 1908, the first ball dropping in Times Square takes place. 1934, Alcatraz Island becomes a United States federal prison. 1971. Cigarette advertisements were banned from American television and radio. Although President Nixon signed the legislation on January 1st, the law didn't take effect until the next day. The last televised cigarette ad ran at January the 1st, 1971 at 11:15 p.m. during The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. 1985, VH1 debuted on television. And in the year 2000, the world didn't end. Midnight on New Year's Eve 1999 came and went, and Y2K didn't destroy civilization as we know it.
Chile. New Year's in Chile has families eating dinner, and among the food is grapes. Each person eats 12 grapes, one to bring luck to all the upcoming months of the new year. In the country's capital, Santiago, fireworks go off at midnight. El Salvador, once again, the country, like others, involves family dining together. Afterwards, fireworks are lit up and a radio station does a countdown to midnight. At midnight, fireworks light up throughout the country. In Guatemala, businesses close around noon, and in the town of Antigua, people gather at the Santa Catalina clock to celebrate the new year. Fireworks are lit up at sundown and continue throughout the night. Amsterdam, Netherlands. In the Netherlands, mainly in Amsterdam, New Year's is the place to be. There are many nightclubs in the area that host huge parties. Many people head to the streets to let off fireworks that lights up most of the city. Paris, France. In Paris, on New Year's, events take place at cabarets, themed dinners, and cruises. The Eiffel Tower is another popular place to celebrate. People can book a table and watch fireworks light up the city. Scotland. The world's largest New Year's street party takes place in the capital, Edinburgh. The night before New Year's Eve, thousands of both Scots and tourists gather to follow live pipe bands to Holyrood Park, and fireworks are lit in several locations when midnight strikes.
How did you get in here?
Your side door was open. I'm Amari from the circus in town. Me and two other girls are trapeze artists, and when we got done, our dressing room had been broken into and everything was stolen, including our car. The other two girls stayed behind to wait for me.
The circus is about 6 or 7 blocks away. That took some doing. Okay, well, my shift is done. It's 12:07. Okay, look, I can help you. Go over there and see the desk officer. He can get you a blanket. Then he can fill out your report with them. I'll get on the radio and send a couple of officers to the circus site and have them bring the other girls here.
The other policemen brought the girls here, and they're going to drive us to the hotel rooms. Thank you.
Okay, Amara, you girls later on come back in, make a list of what all has been stolen. Boy, what a way to start a new year.
I'll leave a couple of tickets at the box office for you for tonight's show.
Well, thank you. As long as I don't have to walk the tightrope, I'll attend. Here are the cities and states that are going to be popular as far as visiting time at Christmas. Number 1, New York. 2, Chicago. 3, Washington, D.C. 4, Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. 5, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. 6, Ogden, Utah. 7, Branson, Missouri. 8, Burnville, Pennsylvania. 9, Leavenworth, Nevada. And 10, Nevada City, California. Well, letters to Santa is another popular tradition that goes on at Christmas time. Here are the top countries for letters to Santa that was for the year 2020. Number 1, France. 2, Canada. 3, United States. 4, Brazil. 5, England. 6, Finland. 7, Russia. 8, Germany. 9, Spain. And 10, Ireland.
Christmas celebration in Italy. Italy has a Christmas celebration that takes place on January 5th. Households in the country leave a glass of vino and a plate of sausages for La Befano, a wine-drinking witch who comes down chimneys on her broom. Legend has it she leaves presents to good children and coal to bad ones. Here are some Christmas celebrations in other countries. Australia. Children who end up on Santa's naughty list have to be wary of the Krampus, a hairy horned beast that steals misbehaving children and locks them in a wicker basket. Children in Iceland not only have Santa Claus, but they have 13 trolls that roam the country the night before Christmas. They visit children who leave shoes in their bedroom window. The good children receive a nice gift, while the bad ones receive rotting potatoes. Here are some strange Christmas customs. Wales. Wales has a bizarre way of celebrating Christmas. Some residents take a pole drape, a white sheet over it, and attach a horse skull on it. Then they go door to door, and the occupants, upon answering the door, get the fright of their lives. Then they sing to the residents and do so until they've been given something to drink and eat. Here are some countries that don't celebrate Christmas: Vietnam, Somalia, Laos, Cambodia, Kuwait, Iraq, China, Algeria, Mongolia, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, and Afghanistan. New Year's. In Mexico, on New Year's Eve, many eat a grape while the 12 chimes of a clock is doing the countdown. They also make a wish while eating each grape. Families decorate their homes and parties take place. Sweetbread is cooked or baked with a coin inside. The recipient of the coin is said to have good luck for the future. In England, in London, there's plenty to do, mostly a huge fireworks show that takes place under the clock Big Ben. Roughly 1 million people show up. Numerous watercraft in the Thames River launch fireworks just after midnight. Many of the city's restaurants give discounts on meals. And in Argentina, New Year's celebrates with fireworks and individual families lighting firecrackers. The popular drinks are champagne and cider, and families meet with one another to toast in the new year.
It's always a pleasure when we can have Gary and Susan Brown on the program to do some music, and they're going to be doing some Christmas music. All right, you two, have at it.
Thanks, Bill. Today I'm going to be playing the Appalachian dulcimer, or some people call it a lap dulcimer. And it's my favorite instrument for Christmas tunes. Everybody has their favorite Christmas tunes, and Bill's favorite is Hark, the Herald Angels Sing. So I learned it especially for my friend Bill. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. oboe and bagpipes merrily. He is born the Holy Child. Sing we now of our Savior mild. Is this perfect child from heaven? Oh, how lovely, oh, how pure, gracious gift of God to man. He is born the Holy Child. Play the oboe and bagpipes merrily. He is born the Holy Child. Sing we now of our Savior mild. Jesus, Lord of all the earth, coming as our child among us. Jesus, Lord of all the earth, take to us our heavenly peace. He is born the Holy Child. Play the oboe and bagpipes merrily. He is born the Holy Child. Sing we now of our Savior mild. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous days so long? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your heavenly song? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Come to Bethlehem and see Him whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee Christ the Lord, our newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
That's a look at our Christmas and New Year's show here on Interesting Individuals for 2021. Here are some thank yous to pass along. Cindy Taylor, Kaylee Allender, Sue Copeland of Costume World, John Baines, Andy Steele, and Gary and Susan Brown. Happy holidays, everybody. We'll see you again soon.